Alright guys, so we just got through replacing the two idler pulleys on the 2200 over here. It was making a whole kind of racket, it was real noisy. Replaced those, it's like brand new, I love it. So I went ahead and picked up a couple for the 2017. I don't think they've ever been changed on this mower. It's got 1600 hours, but it is a little noisier than that one for sure. So I picked up a new set of idler pulleys, one tensioner, one idler, and I'm gonna go ahead and replace those. First thing I'm gonna do is loosen the bolts for the pulley cover right here, so we can take the belt off. Also gonna have to lower the deck because this arm won't let it come off. So we're just gonna pull the pin and drop it. Alright, so I'm gonna pull the belt off. The tensioner's up here. Let's see, where is it? The tensioner pushes that way. What I'm gonna do is just do like this to pull it off. It's a lot easier. Just do this. That way I can have access to 9/16. Go ahead and pull that apart. Alright, so we got a 9/16 wrench on the bottom. Looks like my belt's boogered up a little bit, but I'm gonna let it ride. Hear that? I'm gonna grab the new one and show you the difference. Whole lot quieter. So if you notice, they look a lot different. These are the new style that they started putting. This is the 2017 models, and I guess they started putting these for that pulley. And it's labeled backside. That's the one further to the back. The front one, which we're going to change, is bigger in diameter. We're going to put the bolts through like so. Put the dust cover, rain cover. Put the nut on the top. Alright, to change this idler pulley right here, what you probably want to do is drive up on a couple of 1x or 2x. And that's so I can get my impact from underneath. So you got to put a wrench on the top and an impact on the bottom to get it loose. Nut is off. Just like that. Got the little rain cover. Alright, so we're going to put it back. That's the bottom. That's the top. That's the little rain guard to keep the water from going in the bearing. Rain cover. Nut, hand tightened, impact, wrench. Alright, now we put the belt on. That's in place. Alright, now that we have the deck all the way down, you're going to want to pull get it to that point first, and then put a little muscle behind it, and it looks like we're in place. So I'm going to go ahead and check it out, see if it's doing right. So I'm going to raise the deck back up, keep it in transport.
12 seconds later.
Alright, so I don't know if you noticed, but we started having a little smoke here. And I'm going to go ahead and take this belt off. Like so. Loosen that. Like so. And if you notice, this isn't turning freely. And I should have checked. I should have known better, because on the last mower, see right here, this new style of pulley, it doesn't have these little rivets in the way on either side. So I think what I have to do is put some washers like the other mower had to space this down just a hair, because it was, I saw sparks and then smoke. The smoke was coming from the belt turning on this because it wasn't turning freely. I mean, it's turning, but it's like really hard. So I'm going to pull this off real quick. That's what we're talking about. That's what we want. All because of a washer. Now we know. So this needs to be here. This needs to be here. Like so.
12 seconds later.
So in the midst of all this fun we were having, it fell off of the crankshaft back there. So it's not too hard. You just have to get it on there again and get it over this part. Tricky, tricky. There we go. Alright, I think we're all go ahead and... Oh, helps if you don't put it against that. Alright, good to know. That wasn't too bad. So now we need to lift the deck and make sure this doesn't hit that as we do it. assistance while somebody moved the deck. I needed to move this pivot arm. Okay, so obviously I had to pull this side off because it's the same design. And what you want to do is put a spacer washer that the bolt can fit through. So when you put the nut on, it's like that. The bolt comes from underneath the deck through this thing. Spacer washer. That way it can spin. Learn from my mistakes. So I got the deck all the way down again. It's a lot easier to pull. Got more leverage because you can, this is not in the way. All right, we're gonna try this. Take two. Alright, something we just discovered here. If you're replacing these, make sure you have the right size cover. Alright, so I just picked these up from the dealer. These are the little rain guards that goes over the idler pulleys. And I've got a pair of flat ones. I think these are the ones that call for the older 2017 model. And this is the newer version. I'm not sure. It's the same diameter. It's just this one kind of makes it lift up a little bit more. Here's the model numbers. That's the flat ones. That's these right here. And then they have these right here for that one. So I'm gonna go ahead and swap those out. I'll show you the difference in the size. See how much bigger that rain guard is in comparison, and I think that'll be a lot more coverage protecting those bearings. Same thing over here. These are much better, I think. So that's what the new rain guards look like. As you can see, it's a whole lot better coverage protection from the water. I'll show you the other side. So in the last video, I was showing how all this went on, and I was really struggling to get this spring on. Apparently, I had the belt like this, and then trying to pull the spring, which I got it, but it was difficult. But I just discovered this is a lot easier, and then pushing it and sliding the belt on is the easier way. So I feel pretty stupid right about now because this is way too easy. That's it.